the red corner, representing France, Billal, Bennama.
So we move into the men's 52-kilogram flyweight division. And this a matchup between boxers from France and Great Britain. There is the tournament #1 seed, the 6th-ranked boxer in the world, Billal Bennama from Albi, resides in Toulouse. He's preparing for his 3rd bout of this European Olympic qualification tournament. And here comes Galal Yafai, the man from Birmingham who booked his place to his 2nd Olympic Games. Did that back in London, as all of the flyweight boxers did, by making it through to the quarterfinals. Won on a walkover in that contest against the national champion of Turkey, Batuhan Çiftçi. Our referee is from Kazakhstan. And here the contest for Billal Bennama. Unanimous points decisions all the way. That win over the man from Spain, Gabriel Escobar. A very good contest indeed. And here's confirmation of the walkover Galal Yafai had at the semi-final stage over Batuhan Çiftçi. They're then the scoring judges. We're keeping a close eye on this one. So we're underway then. Championship gold medal action in the men's 52-kilogram flyweight division. It's between boxers from France and Great Britain, and they know one another very well indeed, because on his way to the bronze medal podium at the 2019 World Championships, as the man in red scores with this terrific burst of 2 punches to the body, Yafai comes back with an attack to both body and head. And again, these guys met at the quarter-final stage, and on that occasion, on the World Championship stage in Yekaterinburg, it was Bennama who prevailed. And look at Yafai going to even up the score in this rivalry, starting terrifically as Bennama tucking up tightly and looking to reply with his own singles when Yafai gives him some respite.
Well, he's not giving much
right
respite
hand to the body
at all to start here. Yafai setting about Bennama. Bennama, as you said, Ron, just looking for sneaky single counters when Yafai opens up, and it's not a bad tactic to employ against a man who's bull rushing you in this fashion. But it's Yafai that's landing the hardest shots up to this point.
and a greater number through the first minute of this opening round. Bennama considerably taller, longer arms, greater reach, but he's content to stand and trade and work away to the body with a more compact Galal Yafai. And Yafai continuing to score effectively with arcing punches to both body and head. Hook to the terrific uppercut in evidence from Yafai. Right hand to the body from Bennama, who knows what he's doing in every facet of the game, but my goodness, he's electing to go toe-to-toe and work at short and mid-range with the boxer who's more ideally suited to that. And Yafai with a blistering opening 2 minutes.
Yeah, he's set a frenetic pace here, really. And we know that he can keep this up. We've seen it before. Just a few weeks ago, I called his brother's European title fight, Gamal Yafai, and he fought in a similar fashion. Marauding forward all night long for 12 rounds without halting at all, despite being knocked down on 2 or 3 different occasions, maintained this intensity. So it must be something in the Yafai water in Birmingham.
There must have been some sparring sessions, as Bennama has a period of success, because in addition to Gamal, who took the European title in the pro ranks, there's also Khalid, the oldest of the brothers, who went to an Olympic Games himself. So what family sparring sessions they must give one another. What an opening round this has been.
I would not like to be the coach in that gym, or the father of the boxers. Fantastic head movement there as well from Yafai. Fantastic round. Skill on show here. Unbelievable stuff.
Non-stop punching, particularly from the man in blue. And look at the reddening around the cheeks of Billal Bennama, because he was tagged repeatedly to both body and head. Galal Yafai setting a frenetic pace that didn't slow throughout the course of the opening round.
Unbelievable attack volume there. And the punch variety was something to witness as well, because it wasn't typical or repetitive at all from Yafai. We've seen hooks, uppercuts, combination punches.
Well, it's a 3-2 split in favor of Bennama, and I do find that surprising. He was in the round, but I don't feel that he won the round, but he's taken it for judges 2, 4, and 5 on a 3-2 split.
Well, I've got a 10-9 here for Yafai, and that changes things quite a bit here.
So into the second round then. Oh, good shots landed by both, but look at the corkscrew punches underneath from Yafai. And a beautiful shot sends Bennama down to the canvas. His knees buckled. He wipes his gloves to show the ref that he's okay, but the manner in which he wilted down to the canvas after a shot suggests that he may have been discombobulated. The frenetic toe-to-toe action continues right on top of the logo of Centre Ring.
I certainly feel that Bennama was hurt there. He lands a good left hook, but I really do believe he's definitely recovered, Ron, because his counter-punching is very sharp here. You wouldn't counter-punch that sharply if you were still hurt. I can tell you that from personal experience, although for that flash second, he certainly did look like he'd been dropped by that shot.
So approaching a minute gone in this second round, and again, everything at short and mid-range. Bennama happy to accommodate the more compact figure in blue in this type of territory, and he's having success as well.
Good body shot there from Yafai, but Bennama comes straight back with those straight shots. And he's
that's a good right hand from Bennama.
He's finding so much length on those shots from such a close position, which explains to me that Bennama is actually very strong as well to get those shots so long while being so close. Fantastically contested bout this.
Absolutely non-stop action and wonderful variety, ring craft and skill in evidence from both boxers as Bennama scores to both body and head. Check right hand by the southpaw in blue, and then a volume of shots punctuated by that right uppercut. But Bennama comes straight back, and that's an eye-catching left hook that just causes Yafai to back up momentarily. He bites down on the mouthpiece and comes back with uppercuts through the middle, changing angles in front of his man. Terrific action with 2 minutes gone in this second frame. Right uppercut success on the inside once again from Yafai, who's having real success with that shot.
Unbelievable stuff here, Ron. Both men would not look out of place in a World Championship contest. Look at this, unbelievable.
Is there a cut to the left eye of Bennama? Just trying to get a closer look. Certainly reddened, just wonder whether it is indeed bleeding, and it is. So the referee, let's keep a close eye on his gesture to the officials at ringside. Because a fist into the open palm means that this injury has been caused by a punch, whereas a bumping of knuckles together means that it's been caused by a clash of heads. Unable to see the gesture of the official from our ringside position, but that is a significant cut over the left eye of the reigning World Championship bronze medalist. The doctor's happy for the contest to resume. Good right hand to the body from Bennama on the resumption, and aware that he's cut, he is looking to increase the tempo of a contest that was already being fought at a frenetic pace, and right hand successes cause Yafai's knees to dip. He bravely bites down on the mouthpiece and goes looking for his own offense, but real success for Bennama, checking the chin of the man in blue. And another left hand swivels ahead of Yafai, but he continues to exchange punches. What an extraordinary round, my goodness. Billal Bennama cut, but he checked the chin of this man, and Yafai did the same in return. How will the judges score that one? I happen to feel it's the man in red who got the better of the 3 minutes, but how will the judges score it?
What a round. Unbelievable round. The volume and the punch tempo there, something to behold. Yafai's chin being tested, as you said, but he smiled on return to his corner. And right here we can see Bennama has sweeped it 4 rounds to 1. Judge 3 scoring at 10.90. Yafai. What is this last round going to bring?
Into the third and final round then, Billal Bennama taking the second round on a 4-1 split. Yafai in the round every second of the way. But Bennama, particularly with his straight punches, oh, and there's a clash of heads once again, which causes Bennama to turn away. He's cutting a frustrated figure up there in the ring now. The referee speaking, and there's a second cut that's been opened up. Oh my goodness. Well, you saw, and there was the clash of heads to open up this second injury. 2 cuts around the same eye. Oh, and that's in a bad place as well. I wouldn't be surprised if this contest is stopped here and now, given the severity of that second injury. That one clearly caused by an accidental clash of heads. If that injury causes the bout to be stopped, we're going to the scorecards, and that is what's transpired here. So
unusual, Ron. Over the same eye.
The same eye in 2 different places. And remember, Billal Bennama, well, he's frustrated over there in that red corner. We have the scores from the first 2 rounds. Billal Bennama took the first on a 3-2 split. He took the second on a 4-1 split. The portion of the third round that is being completed will be scored, and those will be the scores that will be announced to declare the champion in the men's 52-kilogram flyweight tournament. But that is really unfortunate for Billal Bennama. Remember, we're approaching Tokyo. Fewer than 50 days to go. Those cuts have got to heal up to allow the tournament number 1 seed, to compete at the Olympic Games with the spot that he has earned by progressing through this tournament. Well, it's probably going to be Bennama who's crowned the champion here. But again, how quickly will he and his team be able to work on those injuries and get him ready for Tokyo?
So difficult to repair cuts like that are so close together. You pull one to stitch, the other one opens. You pull the other to stitch, the other one opens. It's going to be a tricky task, that, Ron. I've not quite seen anything like that live.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner by disqualification in the red corner, representing France.
Wow. Well, I thought it was going to the scorecards, but Galal Yafai has been disqualified for reckless use of the head. The injury causing the bout to be stopped, and so Billal Bennama earns a repeat victory over the man he beat at the quarterfinal stage of the 2019 World Championships, and it is by DQ. Galal Yafai comes away with championship silver. DQ is the verdict. I feel he's unlucky because it wasn't as though it was intentional. An accidental clash of heads. Galal Yafai disqualified here in the championship bout.
Well, I really don't know what to say here. I do not know if that was intentional. Very, very difficult to tell if Galal Yafai was using his head intentionally.